First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim and to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, preaching this truth and faith and in all sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the GMS Houston camp. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Abstain from Self-Righteousness. And this is coming from reading Luke 18 and 9, through 14, dealing with the Pharisee and the publican, all right, or who is known also as a tax collector in this world, or a debt collector. And we know that the Pharisees are basically, they studied the law, and they knew the law, right, and kept it, and so they thought. And the tax collectors, they would basically go and get money that is owed. And when you go into Matthew, I believe he was doing that, under the authority of the Romans. So he was doing it for them. And so in the tax collectors, they were looked down upon, because that was basically the dirty work, that was being done. And whatever higher authority, there was at that time, right, particular period, right, they had someone issue out this tax, do this tax for them. Okay. And like I said, that was a profession that was looked down upon. Okay. And so in these couple of verses, you had the Pharisee that was basically being, self-righteous, and basically, giving himself a worth, more higher than what he should have given himself. All because of his works and the things that he was doing. And he looked down upon the publican and the things that he was doing. But, we're going to see the humility of this publican, right? And you're going to see the pride of the Pharisee. And this is a mindset that we all have to avoid and be careful not to enter into. But this is Luke 18 and 9. It says, "And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others." You see, so this is what this parable is going to go into. Right? A person that deems himself to be righteous and looks down on, others. Okay? Because you could be someone in this truth, all right, that you could be looking down on another brother because he is not doing the thing that you are doing, right? But he's giving his all and you're giving your all, right? But it's just got two complete different spirits and two different brothers, right? But let's just keep reading, right? It says, "Two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself: The Most High, thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican." So he throwing dirt on the publican while he praying to the Most High. Right? You see? It said two men went to the temple to pray. This man is praying to the Most High. All right, the publican is praying, right? And the Pharisee throwing dirt on him. All right? So that's the evil thing right there. But he said, I think that I ain't like him. Right? I think I ain't like him. So you can already tell his mindset. All right? It says, "I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess. You see? So he's bigging himself up to the Most High, which you don't know that's a very foolish thing to do. Because the Most High hates someone who is prideful. You coming to him boasting about your works. The Most High don't give a damn about that. All right? Even though our works do matter, but the importance of them as they were back then is non-existent. Because that's how we got our righteousness. But the righteousness comes from what? Our faith in Yahushua. So us boasting in our works are pointless. And the things that we do, that is pointless. Because you ain't going to be saved by that. But that adds on to our faith, yes. But your works, boasting in them, and how many works you do, that's not going to get you on a chariot. All right? And it's all about having the mindset behind it, right? The mindset. And the mindset that this Pharisee had behind his works, it made him boastful. Or that's the wrong spirit to be in. And like I said, we know that our works, they do matter, right? We just know that we're not going to be saved by them. Like I said, it's just a mindset behind it. It says, and the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God be merciful, or the Most High be merciful to me, a sinner. So he wanted mercy. The Pharisee didn't want mercy because he felt like he had it all. He felt like he had it together. He felt like he was doing everything that needed to be done, but not knowing that he is not perfect himself. Not knowing that you are messing up, right? And that you need mercy from the Most High. That's why Yahushua came. Okay, none of us are perfect. That was the whole reason for Yahushua having to come and be born on this planet Earth, was to save the Israelites, right, from their sins, and to save us out of this condition, from this body of death that Paul spoke about in Romans the 7th chapter. Okay, so because if the Pharisee truly understood himself and understood the law, he would be asking for mercy. But the publican knew that, hey man, look, I need help. I need mercy. He needed Yahushua, basically. He said he couldn't even lift up his eyes into heaven and smote his breast, right? So he was angry with himself for being a sinner, for transgression. All right, so this was a repentful spirit that he was in. And look what Yahushua said. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. So he was justified and the other wasn't. Even though he was trying to justify himself for the Most High with the things that he was doing, like he was impressing somebody, you wasn't justified. The Most High was impressed with the other individual that had that repentful spirit. What it says, the Most High delights in a contrite heart and spirit. This is what the Most High wants. This is what he's looking for. Ain't nobody that's coming to him proud in a prideful spirit. Or I do this many videos. You know, this is what I do in my day-to-day life. This is how I live. This is what I do. All right. I'm constantly doing this. I'm doing this and that. Right. But you are prideful with it. Okay. There's nothing wrong with doing good works and doing good things for the Lord. But that mindset of you being prideful and looking down upon somebody else because they ain't doing it, another brother, right? That's off. All right? It don't make you better than him. And the Most High looking at you like you a fucking fool. All right? It says, for everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbled himself shall be exalted. So if you exalt yourself, you're going to be abased. And we've seen this many, many, many times in this truth. That's happening to guys. These things are constantly happening. All right? And our elders have seen many guys come and go. All right? The apostles and the elders, right, have seen many more men come and go. And this always happens. dude that's feeling himself a little too much, the Most High gonna humble you, dude. However the Most High choose to do it. All right, but the one that's already humble, right, he's gonna be exalted because he is fit to be in that position, to be in that exalted position, or whatever. However the Most High exalts him, because he's already got that humble spirit about him. That's what the Most High delights in. But let's get Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. So we are saved through grace, right? We are saved by grace, right, through faith. Okay. So it said it's a gift. It's not of us. The Lord died and gave us this grace period to get ourselves right and to be made righteous through Him, through that faith. All right, and it's given to us. That faith is given, and it was nothing that we did to earn it. The Lord handpicked individuals to give it to, and just like He gave it to you, He can take it away from you. So knowing that all of it is from Him, how could you boast in anything? It says, not of works, lest any man should boast. So we ain't gonna be saved by works. Ain't no man gonna be able to boast. All right, you ain't gonna be able to boast in nothing. Nobody can boast. What does the scripture say about our righteousness is as filthy rags? All right, so you can't boast in works for the Most High, man. All right, we failed at keeping the law. That covenant was broken. So how can you boast in that? Like I said, this is where Yahushua had to come. He said, for we are His workmanship, created in Yahushua unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them. All right, so we were created in Yahushua, right, born again, to walk in the works that we are doing now. And the Most High had already set it up for us to do this. So none of this was of us. We didn't plan this. All right? All the things that we are doing, you ain't come up with that. The Most High came up with that. And we just living it out in His movie. And His story. So how could you boast about anything? All right? Let's get 2 Corinthians 10:12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves. But they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. All right? So for you to compare yourself to another man, right, and get your worth from others, all right, that's not wise. Because you should care about how the Most High view you. You don't compare yourself with another individual or another brother in His truth, right, that's laboring and giving his all, right? You comparing yourself to him. Well, I do this and he don't do that, so I must be better than him. Or you might be getting praise from men and you think you're better than everybody else because of whatever is particular thing that has been said about you, right? You take it to the head and you're prideful, right? That's not your worth. You shouldn't get your worth from that. All right? You know, your worth comes from how the Lord views you. Of course, men are going to have nice things said about them, right? Of course, people are going to see your works, right? If you're doing, what you're supposed to do in this truth, men is going to commend you. But like I said, it's a mindset behind these things. It's always a mindset. It's the mindset of humility that needs to be had. So let's get Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. So if you think that you are something, right, when you are nothing, we all are nothing. Only way we are something is in Yahushua. So if you are boasting and you are prideful, you are not in Yahushua. Because Yahushua didn't even come in that spirit. Right? You on a whole nother spirit, right? Demonic type spirit. Right? He said you deceiving yourself. Because it's deceptive. Because the scriptures clearly states that it was a gift given unto us. So for you to boast, you don't know what you're talking about. And the Lord can kill you for that. He can have something really bad to you and have mercy on you, or he could not. It all depends on, how the Lord wants to handle it. But the scripture says he hates a prideful spirit. All right, so that's something that we should always, pray to avoid and to not come upon us. To where if you even feel that spirit coming on you, to pray it off you. And you will know that it's coming off of you if you're examining yourself. Or a brother might approach you about it. And fix it. Okay? But yeah, that's the lesson. I hope this is edifying. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom.